Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Prime Minister Andrej Plenković discussed the National Reform Program this afternoon with the Socioeconomic Council, a group comprising of government representatives, union leaders, and employers' associations. Unions say that the government's program ignores workers and does not provide any solutions to preventing Croatia's youth from leaving the country in search of better employment opportunities. The National Reform Program will be discussed again at the government cabinet session on Thursday. Prior to the meeting, a rally was held by the independent trade unions of Croatia on Zagreb's St. Mark's Square. Union leaders called it a warning to politicians over their alleged plans to increase the minimum retirement age from 65 to 67. They say the move will add even more burden to an already ailing pension system and force even more young people to leave the country.
How will Croatia look in 2030 and beyond? Young people will be living abroad because they don't see their future here in Croatia. And those who do stay will be forced to work until exhaustion because there won't be enough money for their retirement. People will not be forced to work until exhaustion, nor will they work until they die. For those people who enter the workforce at an earlier age, for example cashiers, security guards, and construction workers, there already exist mechanisms in place for them, and those mechanisms will remain. This means that once you complete 40 years of on-the-job experience, you can retire at the age of 60.
The city of Zagreb has reached a settlement deal with HRT4 to stabilize the Tisak newsstand chain and preserve several thousand jobs. As part of the deal, the city of Zagreb and Zagreb Holding will be paid some €9.5 million, around €500,000 less than the total debt owed to them by HRT4 and Tisak.
My main priority is to take care of Zagreb's assets. That's why I was elected. We have not forgotten about the people who work at Tisak. We have done our due diligence for the people who work at those 142 locations around the city. 1,000 people can now go to work happy. We have protected these 3,500 jobs at Tisak. Now Tisak has the opportunity to continue operating in Zagreb for the long term, because the city of Zagreb is definitely Tisak's most important partner.
Croatia's public administration is set to receive a funding boost of close to €95 million, 85% of which will be covered by EU funds. The money will be used to link online databases of municipalities, cities, counties, and government ministries. The aim of the project is to simplify and improve government services.
By being available 24 hours a day for our citizens, entrepreneurs, and craftsmen, we will remove the barriers that symbolically separate our civil servants and those who use our services.
Croatian police have arrested the owner and operator of the world's largest illegal internet service for cyber attacks. The suspect, a 19-year-old Croatian citizen from a small town west of Zagreb, is being charged with various crimes punishable by up to 8 years in prison. With more than 136,000 registered users, the network was responsible for 4 million cyber attacks on banks, businesses, and state institutions around the world.
They attacked not only state institutions and organizations, but private citizens as well. The group also provided denial of service attacks on various Croatian websites, including Carnet. We have been working on this case and previous ones connected to it for a very long time. I'd say the criminal investigation has been going on for about 3 years.
Parliament Speaker Gordan Jandroković is on a 2-day visit to Sweden. The Speaker met with members of the Croatian community and spoke with his Swedish counterpart and the head of the Croatian-Swedish Friendship Group on the challenges facing Croatia and Southeast Europe.
The Speaker of Parliament was interested in our area of Europe. I expressed to him that Croatia was dedicated to continuing the process of integrating the rest of Southeast Europe into the EU. In this regard, we need lots of support from the EU and individual member states as well. We also spoke about the problems facing Europe today, such as populism, terrorism, and migration.
And I think that the discussion that we had today with Mr. Speaker and his delegation really was interesting on that, but also very open. And I think that it's much easier to do things with good friends because it's easy and you can be very blunt. You can be very clear on what you see and also exchange the information.
Electric supercar maker Mate Rimac One of Croatia's most successful entrepreneurs and innovative thinkers gave a lecture this afternoon to students at University North. The university, located in the town of Koprivnica, has 90% of their program dedicated to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Croatians are great. They are highly qualified and have excellent background knowledge. Unfortunately, most universities in Croatia don't offer their students hands-on experience. This means we get people with the foundations to become experts in their field after 3 or 4 years of on-the-job experience at our company, and we are very grateful for this. But if we want people with experience, we must bring them in from abroad.
And finally, citizens will soon be able to find out what the forest surrounding the presidential palace looks like. President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović, together with the Minister of State Property and the City of Zagreb, have decided to make 3/4 of the 95-hectare property open to the public. Taking a quick look at sports, ahead of the football friendly between Croatia and Brazil on June 3rd in Liverpool at the storied Anfield Stadium, the Croatian Football Federation has advised fans to purchase tickets for the Anfield Road section on the official Liverpool FC website. Tickets will cost up to £55 British for adults and £10 for children under 17. The weather forecast for tomorrow calls for mostly sunny skies throughout the country with morning fog in places. While the Adriatic coast will, for the most part, remain sunny, heavier cloud cover will move in towards evening in continental regions, increasing the chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms. Winds on the coast will be mostly weak and coming in out of the southeast. Morning lows of 8 to 13 degrees inland and from 11 to 16 on the coast will give way to highs of 22 to 27 degrees Celsius around the country. Morning clouds are expected on Friday, but sunny skies are in the forecast to close out the week. Temperatures typical for late April are expected in most continental regions, but Saturday looks to be more like summer, with high temperatures and sunny skies. The Adriatic coast will also be sunny and dry over the next few days. A moderate to strong northeasterly wind is expected overnight into Friday and into the morning along the northern coast. Winds will die down before the weekend. And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow night.